What up, family? How you doing? It's your boy Chicago Dave, and what is you doing? Come on, sit down since you're in here.
Oops, I forgot.
Come on, sit down. What up, y'all? We got a visitor.
Steven.
It's your boy Chicago Dave. We're gonna talk about a few things. What we gonna talk about today?
We are going to talk about the laws of reflection.
Reflection. You ever had like a bad attitude?
Yes, I have.
And then you've been like, you sit back and be like, you know, I brought a bad attitude to that situation. I probably should have been better, done better. So, anyway, so where are we reading it from? John Maxwell's what?
Yes, the 15 invaluable laws of growth.
Of growth. Okay, that's what we're aiming for. Miss Saban here is 10 years old. To get to 11, we gotta grow. We gotta mature. Be aware of our actions, but we have to listen. We need to figure out how can we be more considerate of other people around us. You know? So we're trying to grow. We're trying to grow into that Superman and Superwoman that God created us to be, right? You too. No, you might be Ant-Man. That might be Ant-Man.
Yeah.
That might be Ant-Man. We'll be the superheroes from this one. Okay, so the law of reflection. Do you know what it is? You have an idea?
Nope, have no idea.
All right, John Maxwell, teach you something. The law of reflection. Learning to pause allows growth to catch up with you. Follow effective action with quiet reflection. From the quiet reflection will come even more effective action. Okay? There are some types of growth that come to us only if we are willing to stop, pause, and allow the lessons to catch up with us. We are so busy nowadays, going from Facebook to real tasks, to work, to family, to this, that, and the other. Sometimes we have 30 tasks in a day, and we never stop, we never pause, we never reflect, we never analyze, and I think that hinders us.
Yeah, and one meet, okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story.
Tell us a story.
So, at my gymnastics state meet, I won first place on the balance beam. And
yep, that's a round of applause. Some of y'all can't even walk straight being sober. She's up on a balance beam, won first in state. So go ahead.
So I'm always worried about my cartwheel, and that is the level 4 routine. That is the most hardest part of the level 4 routine. And maybe probably on my fourth meet, a couple hours before my meet, I was so worried I would fail on my cartwheel. And I almost fell. That's why you don't worry about things. You just go for it. You have to believe in yourself.
There you go. That belief system is crucial. Okay? So this is John Maxwell. Every time I speak, I want to do two things. What does he want to do?
He wants to add value to the people I talk to and exceed the expectations of the person who invited me.
Bingo. Okay? The power of pausing. So let's get into pausing. Why is it important? Why is it critical to our success? Learning to pause allows growth to catch up with you. So if you never stop, if you only go from thing to thing to thing,
then you won't get anywhere.
You won't get anywhere. You won't know how you grew. You won't really learn the lessons you need to in each step of the way. So we got a couple different points here that we'll point out. Number one, reflection turns experience into insight. Guys, I have a lot of experiences, and I look back now and I'm like, man, I could have done that better, or I did that right, or wow, that definitely formed a huge aspect of my life from that one experience. Okay, so we can turn a lot of experiences into a lot of insight as well. There's actually an old joke. There's an old joke that experience is a hard teacher because the test is given first and the lesson is given afterwards. It would be cool if we got the lesson first and then the test, like normal class or whatever, but life's not like normal class. You get the test first, and you learn the lessons later. So pay attention, pause, reflect, analyze, and you'll learn a lot more. Okay? What's number 2?
Everyone needs a time and a place to pause.
If you don't pause, how do you know if you're going in the right direction?
You don't know.
Exactly. If someone is going down the wrong road, he doesn't need motivation to speed up. He needs to stop. Press the brakes. You don't want to go towards that crash. You want to go towards success. You need to be able to stop, reflect. Am I going in the right direction? Am I doing the right things? Okay. Often these markers identify for them a time of transition, change, and transformation. Transformation into that bigger, better you. Reflection allows those experiences to move from being life markers to life makers. If we pause to allow growth to catch up with us, it makes our lives better because we not only better understand the significance of what we're experiencing, but we can implement changes and course corrections as a result. Okay? What's number 3?
Pausing with intention expands and enriches thinking.
Wow. Pausing with intention. A life of intention. Mean what you say, mean what you do. Live with intention, live with purpose.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. This is a cool point to make. Every significant religious leader in history spent time in solitude. Think about our man Jesus Christ. He fed thousands, he spoke into people's lives, shared the gospel. But that man also took off. He ran to the mountains and had time of solitude with him and the Lord to make sure that his focus was right, to make sure that his purpose on the earth was being lived out.
And make sure he was doing things right.
And make sure he was doing things right, okay? So, guys, we need that time of solitude. In fact, it says time alone allows people to sort through their experience, put it into perspective, and plan for the future. A minute of thought is worth more than an hour of talk. Some people need to hear that. Understand? I'll just say it one more time. And I'm not thinking of anybody specific in my mind. So if you're feeling some kind of way, maybe you should be thinking a little more than talking. But anyway.
Okay, so when my dad says this, you make sure that you're listening. If you don't listen, you're not going to know anything we're talking about.
Come on, listen up. A minute of thought is worth more than an hour of talk. Okay? I strongly encourage you to find a place to think and to discipline yourself to pause and use it, because it has the potential to change your life. Read that real quick.
When you are able to create a lonely place in the middle of your actions and concerns, your success and failures slowly can lose some of your power over you.
Wow. How many of y'all still have some experiences in your past that have power over you? I'm trying to pray them out of my life. Some experiences were not good, and some of them had me stuck in concrete, scared to move. Guys, we have to take some time to stop, pause, reflect, see how we can do different for the future, and then get going again. Don't let some of your past experiences freeze you in that concrete. Okay? Go ahead. What's number 4?
When you take time to pause, use your eyes.
All right, so he's got 4 eyes for us. The first one is investigation. All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. Guys, you need to investigate the event, the conversation. Investigate whys. Understand more about what just happened.
And the second one is
That's it? You got it? Go ahead.
Incubation.
Say it one more time.
Incubation.
Say it again.
Incubation.
Say it louder.
Incubation.
All right, incubation is taking an experience of life and putting it into the slow cooker of your mind to simmer for a while. When I pray, I talk to God. When I meditate, I listen to Him. Incubation is listening and learning. Okay? Guys, that's huge. It's huge. So listen and learn. Illumination. What does it say about illumination?
At the end of each day, you should play back the tapes of your performance. The results should either applaud you or prod you.
Have you ever watched any performances of your gymnastics?
Yes.
You either were like, I did awesome, or
I was
probably could have done better.
probably could have done better.
Right.
And mostly, it's probably could have done better because it's my first year. I gotta keep going and trying.
Yep. Bingo. Guess what I do with these videos? Y'all be seeing like, oh, 150 people watched the video. No, that was me 75% of the time. Rewatching it, did I deliver it correctly? Can I learn from the videos I make? Guys, so reevaluate your day. Reevaluate your test. Reevaluate your conversation. Can you do it better next time? Most of the time, the question or the answer is going to be yes. All right? I find that I experience moments of illumination only after I spend time investigating an idea and then allowing it to incubate for a period of time. But such moments are the reward for committing time and effort to pausing and reflecting. All right, what's the last I right here?
Illustration, which creates a bunch of your things.
Yep, a bunch of the meat, right?
Yep.
So meat, I'll tell you here in a second. Most good ideas are like skeletons. They provide good structure, but they need meat on their bones. Guys, I come up with ideas all the time. But you need meat on them bones. You need plans. You need resources. Ideas don't make $1 million. It's the meat and the idea and the resources and the plan. Okay? Illustrating is the process of putting flesh on those ideas. So what does it say about good questions?
Good questions are the heart of reflection.
Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better what?
Answers.
Answers. Bingo.
I'm gonna read this one more time. You listen really closely.
Listen up.
Successful people ask better questions, and as a result, they get better answers. So make sure you're thinking about that when you see this video.
Exactly. So what kind of questions do you have? Do you take enough time to analyze, investigate, to come up with those right questions to ask? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're on the surface right now. Dig a little deeper. Ask better questions. Now, these are some personal awareness questions. Questions that you should ask yourself. We're going to fire through them real quick and then we're going to wrap it up. What's number one?
What is my biggest asset?
My biggest asset, biggest strength. Number two.
What is my biggest liability?
Okay, that's probably biggest fault or the negative side of it. You need to recognize it, okay?
What is my highest high?
My highest high. Let me give you an example just because you guys might not get this clearly. For John Maxwell, without a doubt, my family is the source of the highest highs in my life. Margaret is my best friend. I cannot imagine life without her. And we are enjoying our favorite season of life now as grandparents. Number four.
What is my lowest low?
Okay. Number five.
What is my most worthwhile emotion?
So for John Maxwell, what does he say? What's that sentence say?
I don't think there is a more worthwhile emotion than love.
Especially if we're a family of faith, Christ is love. We should be love to others. So most worthwhile emotion, what can we give others? What can we contribute to this world? Love, love, love. Okay?
And the last one is, what is my least worthwhile emotion? The least attractive emotion, not only for me, but for any person, is self-pity.
Guys, I can't even lie. Sometimes something will happen in some kind of space, and I feel like the one that is kind of dissed or something, and I'll kind of go back in the corner and just be chilling. Almost in some self-pity. Guys, it's hard to get yourself out of that. It's hard to control your mindset so that you don't start pitying yourself, but that is powerful. Self-pity is a trap. It's a trap. Okay, so identify it and make sure that you don't get yourself there. Okay? All right, number 7.
What is my best habit?
Habits are the discipline. Habits are a daily discipline that will either lead to success or failure. Success or failure. Okay? This is what H.P. Lytton said.
What we do on some great occasion will depend on what we are, and what we are will be the result of previous years of self-discipline.
Bam! You heard that. You heard that. It's not luck. People don't just get chosen. It's self-discipline. My man John Maxwell said he read, I don't know, it was something crazy, like a book a week or something, his whole life, something like that, okay? So his impact on the world, guys, he didn't get lucky. That was preparation, okay? So make sure that your habits are leading in the direction of where you want to go. What is my worst habit? Okay? Guys, without a doubt, he says my worst personal trait is impatience. When I was in the music industry, when I tried to manage some artists and tried to participate in an amazing, fun industry, my friends gave me the name Patience First. Reason being is I didn't have any patience. I was ready to go to idea number 10 that I came up with, and we didn't get finished with number 1. So sometimes you have to have patience to develop the wisdom to reflect and then to do the right thing. Okay? What's this?
There are things in life that you have to work for and things that you have to wait for. Like, I have to work for gymnastics and dance, but I have to wait for like my driver's license and getting a house and
graduating.
A relationship.
And she can only be
graduating.
She only gonna start dating when she's 45, so she got a long time to wait for dating. 45, 46, keep 47. Okay. All right, number 9. What is most fulfilling to me? Go ahead. For John Maxwell, this is what he says.
The thing I enjoy doing most is communicating to other people. When I communicate, I know I am in my strength zone. I feel the most fulfilled and I make the greatest impact.
We all have a unique gift and we know what it is because as soon as we do it, we feel amazing and we feel like we transfer that energy to that other person. Some of my hugs are amazing. Some of y'all know that. When I give you a hug, the world changes and the light, it could be raining and all of a sudden the sun comes out. I'm just playing, but my hugs are powerful. Anyway, guys, some of you guys have some amazing capabilities. And what is your strength zone? Okay, once you identify it, that can be something that you impact the world with on a daily basis. What's this number 10?
What do I prize most highly?
Okay, I just want to state this because this is John Maxwell's values and ours as well. I value nothing as highly as I do my faith. It forms my values, it guides my actions, it has been the foundation of my teaching on leadership. It is my source and my security. Mother Teresa said, faith keeps the person who keeps the faith. Faith keeps the person who keeps the faith. Faith is trusting in advance what will only make sense in reverse. So, been through a lot of stuff in my life. Some of it makes sense when you look back. I thank God for closing doors that I wanted to go through back in the day. Okay? So, for example, if you guys wanted to grow in the area of relationships, you could ask yourself these following questions. Right?
Do I value people? Do people know I value them? How do I show it? Am I a plus or a minus in my most important relationships? What evidence do I have to confirm my opinion? What is the love language of the people I love, and how can I serve them? Do I need to forgive someone in my life who needs to be given grace? Who in my life should I take time to thank? And who in my life should be receiving more of my time?
Guys, it's self-reflection. It's not fun. But some of you guys are asking, is it worth my time to do that? It definitely is. In order to grow in the right direction and to get to success, you have to pause, stop, reflect, and then re-engage. Okay? The farther you go in life, the more critical it is that you take time to pause and think. The older you are, the less time you have to stay on purpose and do the things you were created to do. Alright, so we're talking about the law of reflection, which isn't the easiest thing, but it's crucial, it's important. We're going to end it up with this. Go ahead.
Never forget that your goal in personal growth is reaching your potential. To do that, you need to keep pausing, keep asking questions, and keep growing through every day.
Every single day. All right? Keep pausing, keep asking questions, and keep growing every day. It's your boy Chicago Dave.
And Sabrin.
And we out for this time, but we coming back again. Gonna give you guys some more gems from John Maxwell and others to get to that life of success you want to have. Peace out!